Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. This is Nuzhat Sana, and in today's session we will be discussing the most important current affairs for 11th of October 2024. These are some of the important keywords that we'll be covering in today's session. For example, we'll talk about Fateh 2 missile, then we will see National Wildlife Week has been observed on which date or on which month. Then we will see Nijut-Moina-Scheme has been launched by which Indian state. Shigeru-Ishiba is the new Prime Minister of which country. Malabar-Naval-Exercise, Global Summit, MIDORI-Prize, Lipulekh-Pass and WHO's Regional Committee. Okay, so without taking any further time, let's get started. The first question is, which country developed the hypersonic ballistic missile named as Fateh 2? The correct answer here is C option, Iran. Iran recently launched over 180 ballistic missiles, including the hypersonic Fateh 2, targeting the Israel's air defenses, right? And Fateh 2 is a new version of Iran's first domestically made hypersonic ballistic missile, which is Fateh, means conqueror in Farsi. Okay, so it features a hypersonic glide vehicle warhead that can maneuver and glide at hypersonic speed. The missile uses a liquid fuel rocket propellant which allows its engine to adjust the thrust force. Okay, so Iran country has developed this hypersonic ballistic missile named as Fateh 2. Why it came into news? Because recently Iran has used it against the country Israel. Okay, in the next slide we will be talking about some important international news. The first question is, recently which organization has added Israel's military to a global list of offenders that have committed violations against the children? This is United Nations. Recently Maldives has signed a defense agreement with which country for obtaining the non-lethal weapons and training? This is China country. Recently NATO establishes its new land command named as Multi-Corps Land Component Command in which country? So they have established their new land command in the country Finland. In response to a volcanic eruption, India has dispatched emergency relief worth $1 million to which country? This is the question from January actually, and the correct answer here is Papua New Guinea. Okay, don't forget that Finland is the 31st country to join NATO, and also the 32nd country to join NATO is the country Sweden. Okay, recently which country signed an agreements under the US-led Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity on Clean and Fair Economy? This is the country India. Robert Fico, who was recently injured in a shooting incident, is the Prime Minister of which country? Robert Fico is the Prime Minister of Slovakia country. Baraka nuclear energy plant is located in which country? This energy plant has been inaugurated in UAE. Okay. Question number 2 is, when is the National Wildlife Week 2024 observed? The correct answer is B option, 2nd to 8th of October. National Wildlife Week 2024 in India was celebrated from 2nd of October up to 8th of October with the theme Safeguarding Our Natural Heritage. Okay, and this event was first commemorated in 1957, having evolved from the Wildlife Day, which was observed in 1955. It was established by the Indian Board of Wildlife in 1952, and it aims to raise awareness about wildlife protection. Wildlife Week has since become an annual event which focuses on promoting the conservation and highlighting India's rich biodiversity. Okay, so the National Wildlife Week this year has been observed from 2nd of October up to 8th of October, and this year the theme is Safeguarding Our Natural Heritage. Fine. In the next slide we'll be talking about important days and events, and the first question here is, which day is observed as World Rabies Day annually? World Rabies Day is observed annually on 28th of September. Which day is observed as World Alzheimer's Day every year? This is 21st of September. Recently, where was the 54th session of the Codex Committee on Food Hygiene held? This is Nairobi, Kenya. What is the theme of International Delegates Day 2024? This is Together We Challenge Those in Power. This was the theme. What is the theme of World Schizophrenia Day 2024? Answer is Celebrating the Power of Community Kindness. And we observe the World Schizophrenia Awareness Day on 24th of May. And this day is meant to raise awareness about schizophrenia, which is a kind of mental illness that affects more than 20 million people worldwide. Okay, where was the Hamara Samvidhan Hamara Samman campaign event organized. So this campaign event was organized in Bikaner in the state of Rajasthan. Which day is observed as World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day? This is 8th of May. Okay. Question number 3 is, which state government has recently launched Nijut-Moina-Scheme for the girls' education? This is the state of Assam. Assam government has recently launched the Nijut-Moina-Scheme to combat the child marriage and support the girl students who are pursuing higher studies. Okay. So the scheme provides monthly stipends, means 1000 rupees for classes 11 to 12, 1250 rupees for the degree students and 2500 rupees for the postgraduate students. And to qualify, students must attend the classes regularly, demonstrate the discipline and perform well in the examinations. Also they have to delay the marriage until after completing their post-graduation. So this initiative aims to empower the girls and promote education in the state of Assam, right? So Assam state has recently launched the Nijut-Moina Scheme for girls education and to combat the child marriage. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important national and state schemes. Recently, how much funding has the government approved for the installation of solar plants under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana? This amount is 75,021 crore rupees. Which scheme often mentioned in the news aims to provide scholarships to the meritorious students from the scheduled caste communities for higher education? This scheme is Shrestha scheme. And Shrestha stands for Scheme for Residential Education for Students in High Schools in Targeted Areas. Okay. Which ministry recently launched the scheme for partial reimbursement of exploration expenses for holders of exploration licenses? This is Ministry of Mines. What is the primary objective of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Man Dhan Yojana, recently completed 5 years of implementation? Basic objective is to provide social security to small and marginal farmers in their old age. Which state government has recently launched the IT Section Yuva Scheme 2024? This scheme was launched in the state of Haryana. What is the primary objective of Vivad Se Vishwas Scheme 2024, recently seen in the news? Basic objective of this scheme is to reduce ongoing litigations that are related to income tax. Mission Basundhara is an initiative of which Indian state? Answer here is Assam. Okay. Question number 4 is, Shigeru-Ishiba has been elected as the Prime Minister of which country? Now Shigeru-Ishiba is the new Prime Minister of Japan country. He has been appointed as the 102nd Prime Minister of Japan, and he has got the approval by the lower house of the Japanese Parliament. So he has replaced Fumio Kishida, who resigned due to political scandals, and the Liberal Democratic Party, which has ruled the Japan almost continuously since 1955, elected Ishiba as its leader on 27th of October 2024. Okay, so Shigeru-Ishiba is the new Prime Minister of the country Japan, and he has replaced Fumio Kishida. Okay. In the next slide, let's talk about important persons that were in news. The first question is, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi became the president of which country? Recently, he became the new president of Egypt country. Kristina Pliskova, who recently won the Miss World 2024 title, belongs to which country? She recently won the Miss World title this year, and she is from Czech Republic. Recently, who has been appointed as the next Chief of Naval Staff? This is Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi. Recently, who became the first person to run across Africa? This is Rus Cook. Which institute has been honored with the Nelson Mandela Award 2024 by the World Health Organization? It is the NIMHANS Bangalore National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. Recently, Navy Chief Admiral R. Harikumar has awarded an on-the-spot unit citation to which Indian naval ship for anti-piracy operation? This is INS Sharda. D.S. Majithia, who recently passed away, was associated with which armed force? Answer is Indian Air Force. Okay. Question number 5 is, India hosts Malabar-Naval-Exercise 2024 in which city? The correct answer is B option, Vishakhapatnam in the state of Andhra Pradesh. India hosted the joint naval exercise of Quad nations from 8th to 18th of October in Vishakhapatnam. This exercise is Malabar 2024 and it includes the sea and the harbour phases. Here focus is on cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region. Okay, it features various Indian naval platforms like guided missile destroyers, submarines and the fighter aircraft. The Malabar exercise started in 1992 as a US-India drill and it evolved into a multilateral event so as to enhance the interoperability and address the maritime challenges. So recent Quad meetings emphasized maritime security cooperation and announced the joint Coast Guard operations and a new regional maritime initiative for training. Okay, so India has hosted Malabar-Naval-Exercise 2024 in the city of Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and the Quad nations are India, US, Japan and Australia. Okay, and this type of exercise aims to enhance the maritime security and cooperation, right? In the next slide, we'll be talking about important summits and the conferences. Recently, where was the second international conference on green hydrogen held? This conference took place in New Delhi. What is the theme of International Fatty Liver Day 2024? The theme was Act Now, Screen Today. Okay, and when do we observe the International Fatty Liver Day? So we observe the International Fatty Liver Day on second Thursday of June month. Fine. Where was the National Conference on Strategic Trade Controls held? Answer is New Delhi. Recently, where was the World Green Economy Forum launched? It was launched in Dubai. Recently, where was the 64th International Sugar Organization Council meeting organized? Answer here is New Delhi, India. India hosts the second edition of the Global Food Regulators Summit in which city? This is New Delhi. Recently, where was the first meeting of the Joint Task Force on Investment between India and Qatar held? Answer is again New Delhi. Question number 6 is, recently where was the Global Summit on Spirituality for Clean and Healthy Society organized? The correct answer here is C option, Mount Abu in the state of Rajasthan. President Draupadi Murmu attended a global summit on spirituality for clean and healthy society in Mount Abu in the state of Rajasthan, and this summit was organized by Prajapita Brahma Kumari's Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya. President Murmu here emphasized that spirituality is all about recognizing your inner power and promoting the purity in thoughts and actions. Okay, so this global summit on spirituality for clean and healthy society was organized in Mount Abu in the state of Rajasthan. In the next slide, we'll be talking about important defense related news. What is Bambi bucket recently mentioned in the news? It is aerial firefighting tool. Okay. What is Armado recently mentioned in the news? Armado is Armored Light Specialist Vehicle. Okay. Recently, where was the 20th edition of India-USA Joint Military Exercise Yuddha Abhyas 2024 conducted? It took place in Rajasthan. Which Indian Navy ship has been adjudged the best ship of the Eastern Fleet at the annual Fleet Awards function 2024? This is INS Delhi. Recently, which institute has launched the India's largest drone pilot organization? It is IIT Guwahati. Recently, which organization has successfully completed 6 consecutive development trials of the Heat Abhyas? The correct answer here is DRDO. Which Indian naval ships recently completed their visit to Manila, Philippines as part of the operational deployment of the Indian Navy's Eastern Fleet to the South China Sea? These are INS Delhi, INS Shakti and INS Kiltan. Okay. Question number 7 is, who has been awarded the MIDORI-Prize for Biodiversity 2024? The first option is the right answer, Vera Voronova, who is from Kazakhstan, and Isabel Augustina Calderon-Carlos, who is from Peru country. Okay. So this prize was established by the Aeon Environmental Foundation in collaboration with CBD, means Convention on Biological Diversity. It actually recognizes the individuals for their significant contributions to biodiversity conservation and sustainability, and this award is given biennially, means in every 2 years. Okay, so MIDORI-Prize for Biodiversity 2024 has been presented to Vera Voronova, who's from Kazakhstan, and Isabel Augustina Calderon-Carlos, who's from Peru. Okay. Next, we'll be talking about important awards and honors related question. Recently, who has taken charge as the Chief Hydrographer to the Government of India? This is Luchan Singh Pathania. Recently, who has been appointed as the Director in the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade? The new Director in DPIIT is Pratima Singh. Who has become the first woman to hold the rank of Subedar in the Indian Army? This is Preeti Rajak. What is the name of the world's oldest man that died at the age of 114 years recently? This is Juan Vicente Perez Mora. Recently, which Japanese animator has been honored with the prestigious Raymond Magsaysay Award for 2024? This is Hayao Miyazaki, and he is from Japan. National Geoscience Award, which was seen in the news, instituted by which ministry? This award has been instituted by Ministry of Mines. Recently, who became the first person to run across Africa? This is Russ Cook. Okay. Question number 8 here is Lipulekh-Pass, which was seen in the news, is located near the tri-junction of which countries? The correct answer here is India, Nepal and China. Okay. Why it came into news? Because pilgrims recently had the first ever view of the sacred Kailash peak from the old Lipulekh-Pass in the Indian territory. Lipulekh-Pass is a high altitude pass in the state of Uttarakhand near the tri-junction of India, Nepal and China at 5,334 meters. It links Uttarakhand with Tibet and it serves as a gateway to the Himalayas. It is situated in Vyas Valley, Pithoragarh, and it opened for trade with China in the year 1992. It has ancient trade significance and also it is part of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which is a sacred Hindu pilgrimage to Mount Kailash. Also it is believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva, right? So Lipulekh-Pass is located near the tri-junction of India, Nepal and China. Okay. In the next slide, we'll be talking about important places that were in news. Which region is associated with the tropical cyclone Alvaro that has recently been in the news? Cyclone Alvaro has hit the Madagascar island. Second, Thomas Shoal is located in which sea? It lies in South China Sea. Mount Kilimanjaro is located in which country? It lies in Tanzania. Atacama Desert is located in which country? It lies in Chile. Pandaram land is located in which state or the union territory? Answer here is Lakshadweep Islands. Adams Bridge is separated by which two water bodies? It is separated by Gulf of Mannar and Park Strait. Mount Erebus is located in which continent? It lies in Antarctica. Okay. Question number 9 is who was elected as the chairperson of the 77th session of the World Health Organization's Regional Committee for Southeast Asia? The answer here is Health Minister JP Nadda. Okay. So, Union Health Minister JP Nadda was elected the chairperson of the 77th session of the WHO's Regional Committee for Southeast Asia, and this committee shapes the WHO's health policies in the region. And this 3-day session began in New Delhi and it includes the health ministers from Southeast Asian nations like Bangladesh, India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, etc. Okay. So, the focus here is on improving the public health system and addressing the key locational and demographic challenges. Okay, so JP Nadda is the new chairperson of 77th session of WHO's Regional Committee for Southeast Asia. In the next slide, we'll be talking about important questions regarding reports and indices. Recently, which organization has released ozone and UV bulletin? Answer here is WMO, World Meteorological Organization. Which institute has recently published a research report on air pollution and health effects in northern India? Answer here is IIT Jodhpur. Which organization recently published a first national report on AMR surveillance in India's fisheries livestock sectors for 2019 to 2022? This is the body of United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. Fiscal Monitor report is published by which organization? It is given by IMF, International Monetary Fund. Economic and Social Survey of Asia and the Pacific 2024 report recently released by which organization? This is United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, UNESCAP. Okay. As per the recent report, what was the percentage increase in India's mineral production in December 2023? It is 5.1%. Recently, who has released the report titled as LNG as a transportation fuel in medium and heavy commercial vehicles? This is Niti Aayog and Netherlands Embassy. Okay. Now the last question is, how many medals were won by India at the ISSF Junior World Shooting Championships in the country Peru? Answer here is C option, 24. Indian shooters dominated the ISSF Junior World Shooting Championships that took place in Peru country, and we have won overall 24 medals, and the segregation is like 13 gold, 3 silver and 8 bronze. Okay. Italy secured the 2nd position and Norway was placed at 3rd position. On the final day, Deepak Dalal, Kamaljeet and Raj Chandra won the men's 50-meter pistol team gold medal. And the next major event is the ISSF World Cup Finals that is to be taking place in New Delhi, and it is scheduled for 13th to 18th of October. Okay. So 24 medals were won by India at this championship. The venue of this championship is Peru country, and the segregation of the medals are 13 gold, 3 silver and 8 bronze. Okay. In the next slide, let's talk about the sport related news. First question here is, who won the gold medal in the men's single tennis title at the 2024 Paris Olympics. This is Novak Djokovic from country Serbia. Recently, where was the first Asian Relay Championships 2024 held? Answer here is Bangkok, Thailand. Which country recently won the 4th edition of Intercontinental Cup Men's Football Tournament? Answer is Syria. Jonathan Christie, who recently won his first Asian Badminton Championship, belongs to which country? He is from Indonesia. Which Indian player won the bronze medal at the World Junior Squash Championship 2024? This is Shaurya Bawa. Nahid Divecha, who recently won 2 gold medals in the Indian Masters National Badminton Championship, belongs to which Indian state? He is from Maharashtra. Recently, who were named the Women's and the Men's Player of the Year, respectively, at the 6th Annual Hockey India Awards? These are Salima Tete and Hardik Singh. Okay. So this is all about today's session. I hope you have enjoyed it. And at last, I'd like to give you some homework. And today the homework is related to your national news. Okay. In this slide, you are given 7 questions. Please read each of the questions carefully and try to answer them in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answers. Now, before concluding, let me again remind you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in the GKToday Android application. So, if you want the PDF of the lecture, you can subscribe to that course by paying a very nominal fees. And now tomorrow is Dashera. Happy Dashera in advance. My best wishes are always with you. Please enjoy the festival. And now we will be meeting again on Monday with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nujat Sana signing off.